technical difficulties, as always. What would be a GA stream without some technical difficulties, like DPK forgetting to switch over off the thumbnail tab, allegedly, because I allegedly full cleared yesterday or whatever, the day before.
Nope, sure didn't.
Anyways, happy Sunday night. Hope you all having a good night. And thanks for coming by for some GAC action. So, oh, excuse me. Yummy.
Sure didn't.
So, I hope, oh, that felt good. You're posting it around? The link? That is?
Nope.
Okay.
It's Sunday. I'm not required to be useful.
I think Jesus would disagree.
The Sabbath is on Saturday, asshole.
So, Dagger, how are your defenses looking? That you're going to be facing, that is.
Like a 2.5-year-old who's about to get a pow-pow.
Uh-oh. I figured something like that came up. Thunderwhack. Boop. Alright. I think I've done my due diligence. Hi, chicken. Chicken's here in the chat. I think you're there, but nothing's happening. No, nothing's happening. Because you're not here, and you're over there. So we're here, but you're not doing there. Science. Alright. Let's mess some stuff up. Like this Karth team. Oh, that's got a Banshee on it. And some Knit Sisters. So let's go. Whoa, we want Jedi ribbon. We gonna mess them up. You feels me? Don't you start this shit right now. Don't you do it. And we've do more stuff. What's up, Robbie B? I'm doing the things with the things, I promise.
What's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, not much, man. How you been?
Ah, I'm fantastic, I think.
Some sarcasm in there, yeah.
Well, Wednesday I was extremely sick and basically felt like death. Right.
Bouncing back from a bug.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen, so we're stuck with him still.
Yeah, the death thing didn't happen. Sorry.
Yeah, I just had to deal with a cranky kid who didn't get a nap. Your Yoda keeps getting stunned.
I know.
You can't even cleanse him. Because he has plague.
I love it, right?
This is the best day ever. DPK can't heal or cleanse.
All right, Savior's proc. Now I can freaking cleanse. There we go. Get out of here.
His Yoda was stunned and had plague, so he couldn't cleanse.
Get off the board, Talzin.
You know just how to make my day better.
My sisters
Get
just steal
wrecked.
your heart every time, you know?
Right? Just getting wrecked. I feel
It's like,
bad.
once you
And then
figure it out.
I feel bad when I watch DPK do GAC, and I don't feel so bad about my life.
Let's get some protection banners back.
Yeah, you might actually just want to end it. I don't think you're going to need full protection here. I stand by my statement.
Shut up.
It's like with the Night Sisters, that's one step forward, two step back.
Yep. Yeah, just use the AoE and be happy with, 59 banners.
Yeah, right? Take them. Take them.
Yep. Yep.
458 turns into 56.
Yeah, he tried to get 60, almost ended up with 56. Like,
That would have been fun.
almost lost. See, and the problem there is if you lost Joe Lee, you can't actually res him, and they get a guy back.
Allegedly.
Cost of value.
Right?
Allegedly.
No, I learned my lesson. Just kill the Night Sisters, take your 57, and move on with your life.
Nothing to see here.
Yep.
Alright.
Somebody made fun of me for getting 56 banners with Jedi Revan versus Night Sisters. I'm like, but they're dead, right?
Nothing to
Not
see
wrong.
Yep. Exactly, Zylo. Dude, you got it full clear too. How hard were your defenses? I didn't get to catch the whole thing.
I still haven't touched mine yet. I still haven't touched
That
mine
was
yet.
his was this morning for last
Oh,
round.
that's right. Yeah.
For round 2, yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday or whatever.
I messed up bad in round 1, but it's because he put his gas down, and I mean, like, it cost my banners there. And then the one team I told you about, the Padme Nest thing, like,
Yep. Timed
it
out.
was, yeah. And then Watt gave Nest one of those extra health packs to her, so like she couldn't die. She couldn't
Yep.
die. It's crazy. Even with courage or Anakin's debuffs, it was just. Ugh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had a real bad. I think it was last round. Yeah, it was last round. I had just a dumpster fire of a last round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even. My opponent like placed heavy defense. I had to like. Well, I always do this to myself. I had to one-shot everything. I didn't one-shot everything, and that turned into me basically two-shotting everything. Right? Like he put like Darth Revan and Grievous in the front wall, and then I basically had to like two-shot
Right.
everything because I messed up on my first one-shot, which then like made me use a real counter. So I used General Skywalker, lost to Darth Revan because I was under Relic, had to clean it up with CLS, and then I had to two-shot a bunch of stuff because I only had Padme left and he had 2 good teams left.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it turned in. Yeah. Welcome to the 5.5 million bracket, right, Zylo?
Oh, dude, no lie. And I mean, like, I've been trying to get by without having to put down gas or Darth Revan or anything like that. And even then, it's like, then you're just giving your opponent 1900 plus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm still trying to incorporate, either balancing, putting like something even beefier down, like Padme or DR on the back wall, and then still sticking with my same defensive plan, right? Like, it's up in the ante. You know what I mean? Draw banners and then put something down that they get stuck on. And then, like you said, hopefully I can get away with tripping on one team every round. That'd be
Exactly.
ideal.
Yeah, this team's actually super interesting because it has a cleanse and like Vander Chewbacca. He's sharing his screen, Zylo, if you aren't watching.
Oh, I see.
He's fighting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is a really interesting version of this team with no Canderous. Because now that Vander Chewbacca's prepared, so like you have to kill Vandor first through a Juhani taunt, but she's gonna res if you kill her first.
Yeah, double magnets. Plus, you got to worry about mission dropping a couple bombs on you.
This is like almost the anti-first order version defense of this team, I think.
Yeah, I mean, first order is perfect for this too.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not anti-first order, but this is like borderline almost timeout for first order.
Yeah, unless you got like a really fast crew, right? Because crew's got to get that dispel off a lot, and then keep Juhani from cleansing too at the same time.
Yep. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's not going to be like super difficult. It just, you might not actually kill them in time. Right? Like, that's my fear here.
Yeah, you're having a hard time like keeping the debuffs and locking them down because Juhani. It's Juhani, really.
Well, you got the
Vandor's tanky too. Yeah,
you got the buffing on Zalbar. That was step one.
Now just getting crew to stun Juhani would be your ideal situation. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he might have. Yeah, he has Vandor down. All right. It should be smooth sailing.
Nice.
For the most part. It only took you 2 minutes to kill Zalbar, to kill Vandor.
The initial taunts I had to get around.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah.
He was a squish boy.
You got it. Yeah, you probably got this now.
Yeah, GG there, yeah.
Yep. I'm just saying this was an interesting comp.
Yeah.
This could have gone wrong very quickly.
Let's put her on stun.
Definitely.
Kill mission. Hit auto. Oh, wow.
Watch the fireworks.
Oh, he was a gear 10. I didn't even realize
he was up.
Yep. There we go.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, Zalbar has a modest protection gain from like gear 11 and gear 12. So if you just stack him with a bunch of protection, and like, obviously he'd be tankier at gear 12, but like, he's not like that much less tankier at like gear 10 or 11.
Padme and a crew. We're not playing right. No.
Did he lay Geos?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I'm not worried about.
See if Ewoks can beat that Kylo Ren.
No. We're not playing this game again.
Can your troopers beat that?
I don't know.
Possibly. Yeah, because I mean, like you can work the Terminator around crew. And once crew's by himself,
Wait,
it's kind of.
you have Darth Revan for offense? What are you using Darth Revan against?
Because I knew he either placed Gas,
Yeah,
Darth Revan, or Padme in the back.
Oh yeah, you
All
just lead with the
in-
AOE, lead with the shock.
that's perfect.
And just kind of
Yeah,
move on with your life.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Stun
Good to see
Padme.
you.
You want to stun? You wanted to stun Padme because, like, if she gets this cleanse off, you're in a
I always try to go for.
Oh,
the...
wow.
Oh,
Ooh,
never
wow.
mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah, it's not clean, but it is a dub.
This will probably get
Put
like
shock
50.
on.
Yeah.
You want to put shock on GK?
Yeah. Oh, I thought
Possible.
he did.
Still didn't touch HK there either.
No. Well, HK is just never going to die if they don't target him because every time they lose courage, he just goes from like the red back up to max.
True. Yeah.
I always try and kill HK first in this when I'm on the other side of this, because if you just like tap him once, like every once in a while, it's that's an exercise in futility, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
just heal every time one of your guys takes a turn.
And boop. Ooh, 196. Nice.
Nice,
Nice.
dude. I always loved like seeing how big of numbers I could get against like the Jedi Revan teams when he first came out, because you get the death mark on Jedi Revan, so you like double the damage or 25% more damage or whatever. And then he's a Jedi. Man, I was hitting for like 280k. Like me and Zylo were talking about this when it came out. Like we were like comparing. Like we for a while we tried to see how much offense we could stack on our HKs to see who could hit for more.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
That's so
man.
much fun. I remember
I think-
the first time I saw the damage in the event, I was like, oh my goodness, I hit him for like 180k in the event. I was
Yeah.
like, we got to scale this up a little bit more.
I think you had a 320 or something like that. Didn't you cross 300 a couple times with your HK?
Yeah, like 310, 315 was my max, like
Okay.
borderline. Yeah.
Yeah, mine
It's
was
fun,
only like
dude.
280, 290. But yeah, dude, HK was a lot of fun when he first came out. Although I regret his Zeta a little bit.
Yeah, it was like just do it and get it over with, Zeta. You know what I mean? Like max the team out, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I was talking with a couple of people a while back about like you can tell what metas people were a part of because like my Marauder's Gear 13, so people can just like guess I got Darth Revan the first time, right? Because no one who got him the second time really messed around with Gear 13ing Sith Marauder unless they were like a whale. Just because by that time you had CLS and Padme.
Yeah, and like he kind of fell through the cracks naturally, unless you
Yep.
again got him the first time around. Yeah, because
Yep.
I mean, I even joined the Marauder train like a little later than I should have, but he's still Relic 4 now. You know what I mean? Like he's still very relevant.
He makes that team a little better on defense. Well, I shouldn't say better on defense. It makes it harder to Padme it or CLS it,
Yeah.
which takes away like the high banner wins. Because I have video of me killing Darth Revans with like 59 banners with CLS. Like the battles were just so quick. This was again like pre like relics. This
Yeah.
was just Gear 13, but yeah, like you cleaned up so fast.
Well, and then you had that like remember before Malik came out, like if you didn't have that turn meter Zeta on HK, like they could match like Gear 13 troopers or whatever. Like that was like again before Malik and before relics.
Yeah, but you needed like a Stark. You needed your Stark to be like 340
Ridiculous.
speed or something. Like
Yeah.
like
So he took off. Yeah.
Yeah, technically you're right. Troopers could beat it, but like the 5 people in this game whose Starks are fast enough, right? Like.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, for like GAC,
people have all
right?
those
Like,
plus 25 sitting around.
yeah. Like no one Stark was. I shouldn't say no one. I doubt anyone's Stark was fast enough in GAC to reliably take down like a decent arena Darth Revan.
Yeah. I mean, like early on, like when it was out there, you were like, "This is cool," but like it's unrealistic.
That was like Van Seal using Django, and it's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
No one puts their 170 set on their Bosk.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Ah!
He got
Right.
one fucking crit in. You gotta be kidding me.
6% crit chance. Get fucked.
Wow.
Oh.
So we were doing the math before this, and his DPK's opponent had the difference between the crit avoidance and the crit chance was like 6.5%. Because that's something you have to look at for Scion. Because Scion can still die if he's crit. This is, to quote Deadpool again, this is the best day.
Wow.
Yes!
Oh
Clean
man.
that shit up, boy. I relicked my trade in Scion so I wouldn't lose to Bugs.
That's not why I relicked them. At all. Not at all.
So
that's
good.
not the team I wanted.
Oh, that was fun.
Wow.
Like I said, I have a frustrating 20 minutes, and then I watch DPK play GAC, and I feel good about my life.
6% crit chance. That's wow.
All right, you should probably win this. I mean, I have faith in you.
I believe.
There.
Don't blow it.
40 banners.
That's awesome. I'm happy you had to 2-team that, because now you just get to super one-shot this team. What does he have left? Can you afford to do this?
Yeah.
You can just pick any leader you want. You can save CLS for a different team. That's a mistake I think a lot of people make when you fight these garbage teams. Don't use CLS lead. I use Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, you can use Akbar even, yeah.
Yeah, you're Han and Chewie are gonna tear everybody up anyways. It doesn't really matter who the leader is, and if you can save your CLS to especially in threes. In threes, I like
or
the solo
CLS
teams
solo
with my CLS.
even, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think yours is only gear 12 though, right, Kyle?
Gear 12 plus 5.
Yeah, you don't have the relic CLS yet. This will change once you get the relic CLS.
Yeah, as soon as my carnies are done, it'll be a different story.
Somebody talks to Marg too much, starting to call him carnies now.
Well, it's what we were talking about earlier too. Dagger and me were talking about CLS is kind of forced into a B grade team until you take him to relic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's so great, but at the same time, you have to invest in X, Y, and Z and all these other things, and he's one of those characters that hits the back burner, unfortunately.
And you put Akbar on defense.
Well, and also a lot of the time though, and we kind of touched on this too. A lot of the time, CLS's value, while he may be a B grade team sometimes, the value you get in relicking 2 characters is just that high.
Oh, and the fact that he's been so valuable since his introduction, right? How we were talking about how JTR's poop.
So do we want to use the real clone leader or the fake clone leader?
I don't care. You're gonna lose either way.
Gas solo.
No.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
gas and fives or gas and Rex.
Honestly, you have the Zedon as basic, but I was gonna say honestly, I can almost take my General Skywalker Echo in 5s. Right?
Yeah.
That's almost good enough for a lot of those.
Hell, 5s could probably even solo it. Well, 5s at relic, I should say. Never mind.
Yeah, my 5's just relic 5, and he might be able to solo something I'm fighting this round. But normally I see a lot of gear 12s and some gear 13s. But this round, my opponent kind of cheesed on defense. So.
Well, there's the one Max Gas solo the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
64 banners.
Right. No, I've definitely used my 5-star gear 11 General Skywalker with random gear 11s to get 58 or 57 banners versus Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Just because his lead is that stupid.
Or you see those plug and play teams where he's the 5th in a Padme team. Those are still really stupid too. They're annoying.
I put it when I unlocked him the second time. I think it was I had accidentally used Grandmaster Yoda on my Padme team. And
good.
I needed a 5th in the JKR, so I used Cass.
G
And-
Money.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun messing around with him for sure. I mean, and his value. I mean, like, even though it took him so long to get up, right? I mean, like,
Yeah. I mean,
God.
I like the idea of making him like a raid boss, but
Yeah. Hmm.
his kit, while interesting, felt boring. Right?
Yeah, and
Because
like
like,
we're still feeling like the aftermath of it still, right?
yeah. Well, he had a Zeta that literally said this kills Darth Malik.
Yeah.
He has a unique that says you can't. Well, in theory, you can't CLS this.
The first basic Zeta.
Yeah. Like the cheese of the basic Zeta. Like I don't even think
We've
that's
been talking
basic.
about that for years.
Yeah, I don't even think the Zeta on the basic is good because it makes Echo worse. But I mean, like
Yeah.
it's not the worst ever.
Yeah, it's not like one you wouldn't regret, right? You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
haven't put it on there, and I don't know if I will because I
Whoa,
like Echo
hey,
with the
no,
double
wrong one.
assist, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
But I mean, I think it's all just like what you use it for.
Yeah, or
But
like
again, like
stretching the team out, right? Like you use
yeah,
gas in other places or like solos, and then you still have shock tier
yep.
Rex lead, and there's a lot of other
One
flex
thing,
teams with that.
yeah, you want fives in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
One
That's
of
why
the
I was
things that
switching.
one of the things I strongly dislike about like the arena metas is that for all the bitching everybody had about the Darth Revan speed meta, it was sandwiched by two metas where mods just didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, relics took over.
Well, even with General Skywalker, like you can almost just auto the mirror as long as you kill fives first.
Well, there's a guy on my shard, and to this day, he's a big droid fan, and like you've seen some of his film from like Arnold and Cubs and all these guys. He's pure droid guy. You know what I mean? Like he uses Grievous B2, B1,
Nude.
Magna Guard, all Relic 7, and then Watt, and he climbs through gas
Yep.
every day. You know what I mean? So like,
Well, yeah,
I will say that relics
yeah.
make it more interesting as opposed to
Yep.
the fact that everything's a mod
Yeah,
aspect
the,
now.
the meta now is who has the most relics on their team.
Yeah.
On
Or
that.
a faster Rex even still applies.
I've
Nah, I haven't found Rex's speed matters
I
at
was
all.
yeah I was gonna say my shard mates say that it doesn't matter Rex's speed. They actually say it's easier to take a couple speed off when they climb for offense.
Yeah, so you're just so they go first, and then you get the counter first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I've made mine like kind of beat that in a sense. Like I drop just like everybody else does.
I dropped a
You know what I
20
mean?
like
Like
21
some days I
to
don't even
30.
drop out of the top 10. Yeah. See, like my gas, he's stupid fast for one. Like my gas always comes out of cover first. And then my ARC Trooper is 303 speed too. So like a faster ARC Trooper and making sure that my Rex goes first. You know what I mean? Like putting those other two characters in place kind of gives me that set advantage right away just from the turn meter. But I mean, like that's because I can play smarter than the AI. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing is the AI is stupid.
Yeah, like we can talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk about optimal turn order and what you want to do, like in a vacuum. But like honestly, the mirror comes down to the AI is stupid.
Right. And then like and then that scenario goes back to maybe putting gas down on defense would be optimal for me. But at the same time, like, is it worth it?
I put it on defense because my opponent has to use Padme or Darth Revan on it.
Yeah.
His CLS wasn't good enough to take it out.
I still like the value,
he one-shot it.
Yeah. I still like the value of like being able to separate gas from the clones and then making two teams. But like you can do the same thing with Revan and Malik. So I mean,
Yeah,
I guess the sense would be
that only works if you have a 7-star General Skywalker.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Mine's
true.
5-star.
Yeah.
I put it on
deep.
I put it on
weird.
defense because my opponent doesn't have any relics on his Han, Chewie, or CLS.
1892 and I dropped a battle.
Okay.
That's so great. Yeah. I mean, yeah. All we need is a trip. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh hey,
that's solid.
so Zylo.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I placed this on defense.
Ooh, look at that sexy Phoenix. Ooh.
I geared to 13 Hera like 2 days ago, so she's next week.
Are you gonna
next week.
Are you gonna relic
Congrats,
7 that
bro.
Sabine? You should relic 7 that Sabine.
I'm
Oh, bro,
not
that
gonna
AoE be
lie.
nasty.
I'm
And
not gonna lie.
Oh.
My Sabine hits hard as fuck.
Auto crits? Yeah. Just
That's
that
ace,
AoE
bro.
with auto crits?
Yeah.
Because like her crit chance goes through the roof
Yeah.
when
So
you
Plus
relic her.
the debuffs and everything, bro. Oh my goodness, she's dropping
Yeah.
those debuffs left and right.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I went to the Swugga GG and I was looking at her mastery levels and I was like, this is insane.
She's crit chance, crit damage, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, yeah.
So
She's crit chance, crit damage. Like, she's a truck. She's gaining crit chance from her agility and from her mastery.
Exactly.
That's such an awesome relic piece too. The Darksaber. Oh man, that's ace.
Oh man, hell yeah, dude.
I'm not
Sabine's
gonna lie.
one of those characters I really want to work on, but I just can't find the time.
Yeah, definitely back burner. Definitely on the back burner.
Her
but
kit is just
envious
so
of
unique.
yours.
Yeah.
I love her. She was the original, the OG with Armor Shred.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just popped
very
in to
first
say, you better damn well Relic 7 that Sabine.
Thank you, Chicken. Thank you.
Thank you, Chicken.
I gotta go back to work.
All right, dude.
She's
Later, bro.
All right, Zylo. Yeah, she's definitely one of those ones that's kind of on my radar because I have her gear 13 that I might actually put some relics on her.
You should,
Dude, yeah,
like,
bro. I mean, if I was in that position, bro,
dude,
I'd totally do it.
that Phantom's gonna one-shot somebody's hounds too.
Oh.
Like, the fuck?
200-300K specials from the Phantom. Oh man.
Right. Oh. So yeah,
It's like your Phantom instantly turns into a silencer.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, and I like Sabine through the Rebels show too.
Oh, like the lore and the character,
Yeah,
for sure. I respect that, yeah. 'Cause she's got a great story arc and character development, and she became a fan favorite character so quickly.
Yeah.
And then the possibility of future story arcs too. Like she's kind of like Ahsoka,
especially
in a
getting
sense.
tied
like,
in with
Ahsoka's
possibly
different,
tied in with the Mandalorian. I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
the
god,
Darksaber.
please, please.
You gotta have something
they
to do
did a
with her
lot
and the
of
Mandos.
yeah, they did a lot of and like this is, you can blame Kathleen Kennedy for like female empowerment or whatever you want to do with that, but like I really like how the new Star Wars like TV like Rebels did a lot for getting girls interested in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Right,
getting
like,
them into the fan base again. Yeah,
Yeah,
making
you
them
had to
feel
continue-
involved too.
You had the continuation of Ahsoka's arc. You had
Mhm.
Sabine. You had Hera with a love story, sort of. I mean,
Mhm.
like it was like will they, won't they, right? But like
Right.
I really liked what they did there. They had Princess Leia in one of the episodes, I believe.
Yeah.
A couple
Mhm.
actually.
One of the big
They
bads
had
was a woman,
Mon
Governor Price.
Mothma,
Yeah, Mothma was in a lot of them too,
Yeah,
especially
Governor
towards the
Price
end.
is Thrawn's like
The female antagonist, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like I really like what that did for like
The story and the fact that it involves the female, what's the word I'm looking for? Female viewers. You know what I mean?
especially when you started introducing like Bo-Katan and like you had,
Mhm.
and just I don't need strong female characters necessarily like Wonder Woman. I just need more well-written female characters.
We need
Yeah,
more.
like
we
Or
need
Sing.
we need
Or
more
Sing
women
was very
characters like Ripley
underappreciated.
from
Yep.
Aliens.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and then you got those characters who are so good off screen, like the bounty hunters or Sing. Like, I loved her
Yep.
character in Clone Wars. You know what I mean? And that was even before they started, developing that female arc a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my point already full cleared with the 1904, I think it was. So, I would say we have our work cut out for us, but I don't know if we do.
I'm
Well, we're gonna find out.
I believe in you, man.
We're gonna see what's right. We're gonna see what's behind door number 1.
Oh.
Calm down, Rob Schneider. Stop attacking her.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh,
Cyan.
no.
Cyan. All right.
Oh. Oh. No! Trey it down! No! It's problematic.
Oh God, the money!
No.
Oh.
Alright.
God, that was priceless.
Damn it.
It's only
I
just
love
probably lost it right here.
begun.
I love her. Karma, bitch.
Yeah.
No.
But I have
Whatever.
DPK over here saying, "Welcome to the big leagues, bitch."
Yeah.
I even sent that in a donation. I was like, "Welcome to the big leagues, bitch."
Yeah.
He messaged me. He's like, "Do you mind if I say that? Use that for my opening?" I was like, "I don't care."
Oh, that's great, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, he doesn't have ability block. If he can keep off ability block, oh,
Womp womp.
It makes me wonder what position they have their Poggle in.
Me, Dagger, Thunderwhack, and Ian did a video that it took me longer than expected to edit it up and whatnot, but we did a relic video, and we started like during the talk we were talking about placement of tunes, and I was actually sitting there thinking, I was like, I'm gonna start switching and paying attention to what positions or things are in, and it's made a lot of difference that I've noticed, especially in
basically
territory battles.
The gist that I got out of it was the character that you want to attack first is right after the lead, and then, you know what I mean, like so you're going Sunfac, Poggle, and then the two attackers, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so you're getting the dispel before the ability block, and then, and I mean, I guess that follows suits into the other teams, right? I mean, it just depends on.
hey, we got Sunfac down. Fuck you, DPK.
Hey, I only had 2 left.
It's Poggle. We gotta get Poggle.
No, we're not dead.
Get a Poggle.
We got to actually kill him. Yeah, I have to not have that taunt up first. I'm just saying I got rid of one of them.
Get rid of the
Your
bugs.
loud ass self wakes up our child.
She's
I'm
asleep.
gonna-
She's been playing hard all day. She's not gonna wake up.
That's one sleep, baby.
My point remains.
You'll be
Pizza's
fine.
on
Damn
the
it.
way, by the way.
Sweet.
Lady.
Oh,
Pool
it's
has
now it's
spoken.
on the way. You said that like an hour ago.
Yeah, I know.
All we need to do is
just
make
said
it
that
one
I
turn
woke
without
up on
ability
enjoying
block,
my
which isn't
food.
going to happen.
Pizza's not even fucking here yet. So I'm like,
Hey, I would love to enjoy my food, but I can't
Right?
because it's not here.
Dude, this Scion is taking
I mean,
some
not to
hits,
jinx,
bro.
not to jinx it, but I don't think their bugs can actually kill my Scion. I just don't think I can go through a whole cycle without getting ability block.
Whoa.
I think it's here, dude.
Gotta hit Poggle. Oh no, you're stuck behind that taunt. That's what it is. Yep. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting here biting my fingernails.
I know I'm on the edge of my seat.
Like not the first edge, the second edge.
I just want to see somebody drop,
I-
and it's probably gonna be me in a minute.
We're gonna
Fall
get
off the
there.
edge of the
All
edge.
right, now you got GBA out.
Screw you,
so good.
DPK.
Let's go.
We're gonna get there.
Let's
Screw
go.
you.
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean,
All right.
I can't.
Let's
I mean, I
go.
really can't control.
You hate
RNG.
DPK. Go fuck yourself.
I really can't. I can't control RNG. His spy got him.
We got there.
Got,
We got there.
good
His
job.
okay. To be fair, his spy can't crit.
Yeah.
My
sure.
Scion has like 75% crit avoidance, and his spy did not have 75%
Wait,
crit
how-
chance.
Yeah, well, mine had 75 too. His only had 81% crit chance, and I
Yeah.
had 6 fucking percent.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so pumped after that. Like having my Scion's gear 12 plus 5, asshole.
Oh, that
No.
was good.
Oh man, super pumped. All right, we can probably throw R2 in here
Oh.
just to give me a little extra oomph. Also, I didn't realize my R2 is faster than my BB-8.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Okay, one of them's gear 13. Okay.
Oh, I forgot you had Gear 13 R2. My bad.
Yeah. All right, stun you. See if we can stun you. Nope. All right, well, back to beating you up. Still going.
So how did MC3 finish in territory battles?
31. 31, I think it's a
Nice.
third time. Yeah, I love those rewards,
Nice.
man. Oh my goodness. I'm so
Oh,
close
hell
to
yeah.
unlocking Malevolence too, bro. Like 20
Nice.
shards away now.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
Beautiful.
for the 2 months I've been with the guild I'm in, this is the
Hold on,
first time we
let me
hit.
guess. I bet 28.
No, 31. I'm in a
Nice.
285 mil guild now.
Well, I definitely didn't give your guild enough credit, and I apologize.
No, you're good, man. DPK
That's okay.
had to
I
change
did-
it up.
Any guild
Congrats,
DPKs
bro.
in should not get that much credit.
No,
Yeah,
man, congratulations, bro.
I'm in like the bottom 5 of my guild in GP, so I have to, and I still finish in the top half of it. So I like being
Still.
able to, like, do the little flex.
How are you doing on Watt? How's Watt going?
So,
It's the transition, I know.
he is 51 of 100.
Ace. Very nice, bro. Very
So,
nice.
unfortunately, I probably might have to wait 2 TBs to finish him off, which is gonna kill me. But it is what it is.
How'd
For
you
what it's
guys
worth,
do
I have an
this time on him?
R7.
Would you guys get like GBA?
Well, I have an R7 CLS, and my CLS gets guard when I put one on the team. So that's really all I care about.
Lots of protection, huh?
No, he's Gear 12.
Oh, you did get it.
I have him 7-star.
Oh, I thought you.
I just
I
have
thought
it
you were
relative
upset
for
because you fell short. I forgot. My bad.
How would I fall short? I'm in a 25 million guild.
No. I thought.
I sure hope we get. I was.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
Major Tom decided to.
Major
To be fair,
Tom.
Major Tom decided to eat a dick somewhere in there. I'm not sure when
He's off. He's off with Holdo somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see what's behind this. Because we might be able to just like underman the rest of it. Okay. Yeah.
Yummy. Pretty solid.
Yeah, we can just. Where's C3PO? Alright, we'll see if this works.
For Grievous, yeah.
Yep. Alright. Buff immunity there.
What's up, Mad Doggy? Yes, 4 likes, 4 watching, 4 likes. I can dig it. Oh. Man, this Florida weather. I don't know about down by you, Zylo, but Florida weather up in Jacksonville has been crazy. It's been back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty pretty standard here for us. I mean, weather-wise, it was raining the last couple of days, but nothing crazy.
Well,
here
I'm
and there
talking
little stuff.
like, so today, this morning was, I think it was 42 when I left the house, and it got to 82. Oof. 82 around like 3.
Yeah, that's very inconsistent weather.
Yeah. That's what 40-degree temperature hops are not something that's fun with on your sinuses.
That and you leave the house and like you're dressed up like it's winter, and then next thing you know, it's almost 90 degrees outside.
Yeah. I don't know what that's like. I mean, we've had it go from like a high of -3 to like the high of being 48 in like a weekend.
Yeah.
It's still cold.
That's why I'm in Florida.
Amen. I just got lucky. I was raised here. I got lucky.
This is the last GA of you not being Gear 12, my friend. Alright. this is the tank tech. I always forget. Alright. Alright, put this over here. And we'll just do this.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Something like that.
This is a really interesting team, bro.
Yeah, this is a really good hard counter.
Yeah, he consistently beats Night Sisters. This is like trial number.
I am not the creator of this counter, but it's butter, man. It's butter.
Conceal?
No, Blade Baka.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Blade's always got some really good hybrid teams.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just basically have to get around to Django killing them. I need to put Django Zeta at some point. There we go.
Alright.
But it does save you the Zeta for now, yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to be able to put it on. I want to be able to put the attacker tech on Boba, so they both don't res. Right? The Django unique Zeta says they don't res, but right now I have to put the tech on him, so he doesn't have the unique Zeta.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright. So now we get to fun fact. Han goes before Watt. Ha!
So
Thought you were
quick
gonna get
question,
turned.
Dagger. Should I go 5's turn meter unique, Domino Squad, or should I go General Skywalker lead?
Skywalker.
Just
I would
pick
do
one.
Skywalker. Just because of the lead, it affects the whole team.
Well,
As opposed to like 5's unique.
I will
and
say
just
this: his
5's.
clones are geared. Well, I would put it this way: you're going to use your 5's more than your General Skywalker right now because your clones are geared 12 and your
Yeah.
Skywalker is 6-star.
Yeah.
So
that's
I would
also
go
true.
5's for that reason. Not that it's a better Zeta, just that you're going to get more of it now.
Well,
Yeah,
and
more
I've been-
utility. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm 5.5k away from 5 million. Cry.
First order.
So now all I need to do is finish off General Skywalker's Zetas, and I'll be done. That'll take me about 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
Goes by quicker than you think, brother.
Oh, I
It
know.
does.
Like last week I put on Sabine Zeta. Because
I've been holding
geared
mine. I've been
13.
stingy with mine.
I'm still catching up on Zetas, so I don't
That's fair. Yeah.
figure I'm gonna finish off General Skywalker's their 501st Zetas, and then I'm gonna be giving after I'm done finishing up the Phoenix to Gear 13, I'm gonna be going hard on First Order. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
First order is like my hard target right now. I just took Officer up to Relic in my last
I guess I
stream.
should probably put Vethan in my freaking favorites too with the First Order.
Yeah. I need a med pack for him, and he's 12, and then I'm almost done with Phasma and Stormtrooper to my last two relics. I'm so close, bro.
Me and Dagger were
Nice.
actually really excited when they announced that they were finally getting the Resistance tags for the Viagra Bros. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You lied to me. They don't have their tags.
They don't
yet.
have them yet. No, I don't know why
It'll
they
be right before the event goes.
Of course it
I'm
will.
telling you. It's
Yeah.
the same thing, like kind of what they did with
Yeah.
like HK and Bastila right before Revan and Malik.
Yep. No, exactly. I was just like hoping to like start dicking around with them now, right? Like that's
Yeah, you start throwing them in, testing, and having some fun with them. Because
Dude, I will say, First Order, like R7
Oh,
crew, R7
Hux.
crew can take some hits.
God, Hux
bro.
is good.
Hux is a
Yeah,
stud.
Dude, Hux's mass assist takes this team to, like, I can't wait to get Sith Trooper, like, man, the new Sith Trooper. Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
I put the Zeta on him, like he was my last Zeta, and like I haven't even got to use it yet, but he's 5 stars, halfway to 6. Oh, bro, I'm so excited to get him going.
Who would have thought we'd be talking about a first order team that didn't have Fox on it?
Right?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just being honest. Who would have thought we'd talk about the best first order team not having Fox?
Yeah, I mean
that's a pretty wild concept, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Like, I think Sith Trooper, it's like Sith Trooper, Hux, First Order Officer, Crew, and like maybe Phasma. No, I don't know. It's weird because, like, I'm not saying that like Fox is bad. Just I think Sith Trooper is better.
Well, it's just crazy that you can kind of get 2 teams out of it now. Well, you get 2 offensive teams if you like, or a sturdy defensive team and an offensive team, like the McMold team. Like, obviously, Phasma's lead was going to kind of lead in that direction, but with him and then the pilots, oh man, that team is it's just a burst damage team, kind of like Star Wars,
giving special forces. Yeah, giving the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot advantage is dirty, just like straight up dirty.
Yeah. I took him up to R3. I took him up to R3 last week. Dude, he hits like 20, 30K on his basic, and then his AoE's just as good. You know what I mean? Like his AoE's hitting another 20, 30K.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I just never thought, like, when Relics came out, like, Phasma would be on my list, right? Like, oh, I'm going to Relic Phasma.
Right?
Have the times changed.
I still feel like it's unreal that a Relic officer at Relic, I'm just like, this feels wrong. This feels wrong.
Yeah?
Yeah, Relic 3. Gotta get those pre-recs, you know?
Dude, I really don't want a Relic officer. That's like a huge thing I don't want to do.
Oh, yeah, because he's just going to sit there. He's a cheap, free-to-play Thrawn. And he's like on the B-grade First Order team. Especially when Galactic Legend Kylo comes, right? You know what I mean? He's definitely on the B team.
Well, I was going to say, I actually think he's I think he might actually be better like with Hux. So I think he might actually like be on the A team. It depends on how the team shakes out.
Well, I think Hux is like the new officer, and then officer goes over to the Phasma team, so you can like swap over to Phasma again, give the whole team turn meter up, and keep that cycle going. But I do agree that having Hux and him on the same team is just like your ultimate turn meter swap team, right? But the thing is like, where does Galactic Legend Kylo fit, and then, like, how do you make the 2 teams out of it from there, right? That's where you're stuck at.
I think the biggest question isn't like where does First Order Officer go. I think the biggest question is where does Crew go. Right? Does Crew go on
the A team or the B team?
Galactic,
Is Stormtrooper better tank than Crew? Yeah.
Yeah. Or does the team need a tank? Is Kylo is the new Kylo the tank?
Yeah, is Kylo like, the new B team lead? Again,
because I mean, or like if the new Kylo revolves around advantage, the OG Kylo might actually be the best Kylo on that. You know what I mean? Like, the engine that he is might. That's just what I'm saying. Like the theory crafting is going to go out the window until we see a kit. We don't really know anything.
Exactly, or what the B team is. Yeah, A or B team. Yeah. I'm stoked for the kit because, like, imagine if like Rey and Kylo kind of revolve around cover, kind of like Anakin does, but a different form of cover or something like that concept. Yes, and then like you said, like you don't need a tank in that case, or you know what I mean? Like there's so many different variables.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Kylo goes into cover or whatever. Let's just put that in there. There's 3 cover characters.
So if anyone was curious why I hate saving Geos for offense, the same thing happens every time I save Geos for offense, which is this. They sit on the bench and
yeah, I agree. I mean, my GBA is Relic 4, and then the rest of them are Gear 12, and it's like they don't do anything but go on defense. Just on defense. They're Trey and Magnet.
And it's not that I don't want to put them on defense, because like I'd rather have them on offense, if I'm being honest. Just because like giving your opponent a bunch of banners is annoying, but I just
Right.
never used them. And like I know they're good against stuff. I just never like I have bad teams like JTR I can use.
Well,
Like,
they're better. They're better. They're a better control offensive team than throwing something down on defense, right?
you know,
Yeah.
I guess the biggest thing is I don't need a sister counter, right? And that's one of the biggest things they do is counter night systems. But I
Yeah, you
have
could counter a couple things. Yeah.
well, I don't. I mean, like when I talk to people, they're like, I use it to beat Bosk, or they use it to
Hmm.
beat like Geos, and I'm like, but I have worse teams than Geos that already beat those, right? Like
Yeah.
I can
Right.
4v5 Night Sisters like you saw, and I can JTR Bosk. Like, and I'm not saying Geos are bad. I just don't know where I use them, which is why I think I'm just gonna go
Or
back to putting
yeah,
them
where
on
they fit.
defense.
I
Yeah,
think
like
they're good for stealing Treya banners and then like stealing the triumvirate off their offense. That's really it. I mean, like, and then if thing goes
well,
south, then it's even better for you.
I got second through fourth, which most importantly means I get a 6E mod. Right, that's the real prize I'm playing for, is not having to farm that extra salvage for a 6E
Right.
mod.
Hell yeah.
But we got there. My opponent one shot everything, but like this is what I placed. I have no idea if EP's good on offense, but when ships are involved, he's like the one team I don't need.
Yeah,
Right, like
same. Like I hardly use
EP's
it.
really good. Yep. In
Mhm.
8v8, I use EP a lot more
Mm-hmm.
because you need to stretch more. But in 7v7, like he's a decent defense team just because like you can't really take Rebels or Jedi against him.
Yeah, because you need it for
Just because,
something else. Yeah.
well, it's because the splash damage from his unique. Right, it goes back to the AoE kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he basically has that built into his unique. Zylo, did you want to do your GAC here? Or did you
Oh
want to do that over
no,
on your channel?
I still have to. Yeah, I still have to wait for my opponent and everything. I usually do it later
Oh,
on
okay.
after they go. I try to wait if they go first. You know.
Yeah, I generally don't care enough. Like, I want to win, but like GAC is like the most fun I have in this game, so I'd rather just like do it when I can. I almost always
Yeah.
go first,
Hmm.
but normally, and that wasn't the case last round, but normally I put up a good enough number to put pressure on. And I've talked about this before. I don't know how you set your defenses, but I go look at my opponent, and then like, for example, this GAC, I saved 8 teams for offense, put the rest on defense. I saved a counter for all the teams they normally place. I saved a flex team. I put the rest of my roster on defense.
Well, see where I'm at now. I'm like just crossing 5-7, and like I have obviously enough, more than enough teams to set, and then have a good offense, right? But my problem
Yeah.
is putting down more of a sturdy defense now at this point. Like I mentioned earlier, it's hard to keep my opponents from getting less than 1900, right? Like usually my
Yeah.
opponent's average score if they one shot everything is like anywhere from like 1900 to 1910 at most. But my
Yeah.
usual offensive score is usually 1915, 1920. But that's because I saved Revan and Gas. But then
Yeah.
Yeah.
what my teams I put down on defense, I put down 3 Seppies. Like I put down my droids, I put down my geos, and then I put down a hybrid newt team with L3 in there, right? And then I
Yep.
put down a Karth team, I put down Night Sisters, and then now that my first order's all reliced out, they're definitely sturdier on defense. And then I put bounty hunters down with my 314. Well, I used to put Django with my bounty hunters, but now he's with the separatist team.
Yep.
And then my bounty hunters with Boss Lead, and then over 300 speed Zam, right? As a fifth, and then
Yeah.
Ambo's in there too. It's a good team on defense. So most of my defense kind of relies on speed there, and trying to get their B grade counters to trip up and either cost them banners or run a cleanup team. You know. And
Yeah.
it's worked for me for the most part. The only thing I trip up on is if my opponent puts down a faster DR or gas, and then I rarely see gas on defense, to be honest.
Yeah. The one thing that ships allows me to do is it allows me to crunch a lot of my defense teams. For example,
Right.
I can now put Newt with my Grievous. because I can
Yeah.
basically I'm like consolidating my bounty hunters into a Kira team. I'm consolidating my separatists into one team. You know what I mean? Because I only need 14 teams instead of 16, I can just raise the quality of all my teams. And I'm not saying that Newt is the best with Grievous. I'm just saying it's another angle that you now have to deal with under Grievous. Because it's either that or like BB-8 or what, except I'd still like my JTR to be functional on offense. And if my opponents have Relic Night Sisters, I save Watt for offense. If my opponents don't have Relic Night Sisters, I put Django lead on defense with like a 308 boss. And like my Django's 305 and my Boba's 304. So like they're all like close to like 340 on defense, right? Like
stupid fast, yeah.
Yeah,
That's for mine too.
Yep. So I can put that team on defense as well with Embo and Dengar. The whole team's Gear 13.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I've been trying to build teams that are more flexible for offense and defense. And build out teams. So for example, like, instead of building a whole new team, build up 3 characters that you can stretch into 2 teams. So like take, for example, like my Newt team is usually like Newt, Chase, Nest, and Dooku. Right? Like you can, and then when you do these 7v7 like with ships, you just take Chase out because they're Gear 11, and you just crunch those teams down. That's what I've been trying to do, is build teams that you can like build flexibly,
right?
As opposed to like, that's why Gear 12 my whole first order is because I don't know what I want to use, and I can mix and match, like you said, when the time comes.
Yeah, and like that's why like most people right now are waiting on Legends and what to gear and Relic and whatever. Like you already know the prerequisites and everything, so like that's why I was like, I put First Order on the back burner long enough. Like I've been wanting to gear them, and now that relics are involved, it's time to add relics into the equation. And
not only that, you're looking at two
new capital ships.
Two new capital ships. You've also got Hux, who makes First Order extremely powerful.
Just look at what he did today versus that Karth team. He deleted his Zelbar. I got Zelbar's protection gone, and then instead of sitting there for 30 seconds just wailing on a Zelbar, right? He's just like, dead.
Well, and then it's also like giving me the chance to not only like work on them, but when Phasma comes around and gets relicked and everything, I can start using the offensive First Order team too, right? Like just for fun, you know what I mean?
And none of the First Order characters are bad. Like,
yeah, exactly.
The worst one is like, I don't know, Phasma or Stormtrooper.
I mean, like, Phasma has her qualities. I would say Stormtrooper, just because he's an attacking tank. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't.
I'm just trying to say the argument's flimsy for which one's the worst, right? They're all useful in their own way.
Right.
Yeah, I think Phasma, like, I mean, like, even though her lead and her Zeta is like not wow, but like the mass assist quality and everything, and then like the fact that the Sith troopers assisting like crazy, and the both the pilots are concepted on double taps, right? I mean, like,
when my Hux gets strong enough, I'm definitely putting Phasma under him with Stormtrooper.
Yeah,
because he can reset Phasma's marching orders, and Stormtrooper's a dispel.
Yeah.
Right, and so he helps you get around those taunts. I mean, sure, he's a tank that, like you said, kind of wants to attack, but like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because then he's countering and then also assisting, and like that mechanic's been there. But like, if you like say Sith Trooper attacks and then he assists off of something else too, you know what I mean? Like, that's like 3 or 4 attacks off a counter.
Yeah, like I like my ideal team, but again, like my stars don't back this up because Hux and First Order Stormtrooper or First Order Sith Trooper are only 4-star. But I want it to be like Hux, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Sith Trooper, Phasma, and then like, I don't know. I think Special Forces, because of the advantage with the AoE and defense down.
Yeah, he's a good investment because like you only have to take him to R3 for the prerequisite, and like his damage output gets there once you hit him at Rec 3. Like I just dropped him there, and I've been having fun with him. He's been really fun for sure.
I mean, the biggest reason I wanted to build that is because you have 2 different AoE advantage engines to keep giving Hux advantage and to keep the Sith Trooper assisting.
Yeah, or even if you were only running the crew as lead and the solo tank, right? Like
Yep.
having Hux switch over to Mask Kylo, do the AoE, and then switch over. You know what I mean? He shares it over
Yep.
again. Like, it just passes right over.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just, and that's one of the reasons I did Gear 12 my whole first order, is because I just love how fluid those characters are. It's hard. How many factions in this game have the same mechanic? Like, you have an entire faction that all has synergy
Right.
with the same mechanic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been like the biggest first order fanboy, but now with like the new characters, like you see value in the characters you didn't before, because now, like you said, you have 3 leaders. You have the
Yeah.
ability to build 2 teams now. I mean, I want a couple more, obviously, for more flexibility. But it's just like the Resistance doesn't have 2 good leaders since Finn no longer works as
Yeah,
intended.
correct. Yeah. Mhm.
So
Clash would tend to disagree with you.
yeah, whatever.
Flash is a
I'm just
madman.
I'm just saying, like, I like the Resistance. Don't get me wrong. Like, not in the movies. In this game, the Resistance are cool.
Yeah.
There's just like enough of them that aren't relevant. Whereas now, I think the First Order characters are all relevant in their own way. Like Zylo was saying, Phasma with the 2 TIE fighter pilots is just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're crazy assisting and crazy double tap and triple
Yeah.
tapping.
especially if you add Stormtrooper in there with the assists.
And then Sith Trooper is the 5th. Boom.
Yeah. Again, it
That's
goes
just a
back to you want
cannon.
the yeah. And that's kind of the thing, is like you can build the teams so many different ways. And I really like the idea of that. Not that I'm the biggest theory crafter in the world, but I like options. Me and Zylo were talking about this earlier. I saved JTR, CLS, and Padme all for offense because they share pieces.
Yeah.
And
I
you
don't
can
wanna put
divvy them up how you pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to put C-3PO on defense because, well, normally I use R2 with Padme versus Grievous because it gives you more protection